Okay, welcome back. Please have your camera turned on right now. Time check right now is 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are 10 minutes away from the opening bell, and typically what we need to do before the opening bell, we got to check a few things and kind of get ourselves in sync with the marketplace, all right? So the first thing we always check is to kind of know today, 16th of March, which are the stocks spiking up. Here we go. We go and click on the spiking logo on the top left-hand corner, and that will bring us to this page. And you can see right here, today is 16th of March. This is pre-market, means before the opening bell. These are the stocks that spike up 5 to 100% return in one day. And that's the reason why when you were watching CNBC just now, you heard about this great company called Adobe. Anything that's powering the ChatGPT, from NVIDIA semiconductor chip to Adobe to Oracle that's stocking up on the powerful chips like A100 and the H100, anything related to ChatGPT, this is the current seasonality. And that's the reason why when you watch CNBC just now, you must straight away, boom, connect the dots. What's happening? What is said on the news versus what's happening on the data side of things. Straight in front of you, Adobe spike up 5% in just one day. So how many of you realize that over time, when you kind of trade in this manner, watch the news, look at the data, you increase your wisdom? Wave your hands right now and say you increase your wisdom. Oh! All right. So I want to encourage many of you, my angels have been writing me a long list of items that you guys kind of ask them. Number one, some of you are kind of getting really excited about setting up your brokerage account. How many of you got questions about brokerage account? All right, number one, wave your hands. Now, brokerage account is very, very personal. It's like your own bank account. Don't be discouraged if the broker reject you, because this week itself, IB got some bugs. Not your fault, it's their fault, all right? So if you can't set up in IB, you can set up in USmart. But make sure you follow our guidelines how to fill up the form. If you tell Interactive Broker you got zero experience, straight away they'll reject you, for sure. But I can confidently tell you what you learned from me over 2 days, that will give you minimum 3 years of experience. Minimum 3 years of experience. In fact, our knowledge far supersede even traditional analysts, traditional fund managers, because they don't think about 5 to 100% profit in one day. Wave your hands, you will understand this, all right? So you started off because you want to become a millionaire. Are you gonna give up just because of one stupid brokerage account? No, you're not. You're gonna press on. Get that set up once and for all. We got so many Malaysians, so many Singaporeans, so many people across the world, 78 countries. They are Spiking subscribers that have successfully set up their brokerage account. Likewise for you, no exception. So please do that. Number two, some of you may feel that, oh my gosh, this pace of teaching, and I'm still stuck in using Twitter. I can't ask teacher any questions. But we have given you a set of pre-class material. Please say yes. Some of you were asking our angels at 7 o'clock, where's my Zoom link? Oi, where's my Zoom link? If you treat money recreationally, if you treat money casually, then generally that's your end result. You got to treat it seriously with utmost respect, then money will rain down on you. It's a very natural law of nature. Right? Just like you treat your spouse. You treat your spouse like, hey, you love me or not? I don't love you. You love me or not? I don't. Which girl will love you in the end of the day if you say that to her? Right? You must hold her as, you are my queen, my everything. I breathe through you. You're my sunshine. Then your spouse will love you. Right? It's the same logic. You got to love money as it is. So, all this pre-class question and challenges and logistics, don't worry, we have everything recorded. If you can't catch up, you can watch the recording at your pace. But I think I only got 2 days with you. I want to give you my all. Can I give all of you my all? Please say yes. All right? So that you don't lose out. All right? So right now, time check. We are 6 minutes before the opening bell. And one of the tools that you can use is time.east. That means time is. Time is what time right now? So I use this website, put it on my table, time.is. Go to your browser, just type in time.is, boom. The clock is in front of you. Very easy, right? We use this in the church to do our countdown. You can use this on your browser just to remind you of the time. And that's it. You must be very sensitive to time because we are counting down. We got, right now, it's about 5 minutes away from of the counting down. And what's happening right now as I'm talking to you, the markets start to show. Check this out.
Energy names, after oil comes in, closes
right?
over and settles.
The market is getting ready.
65 and change.
And during this time, the market will tell you which are the stocks moving up, which are the stocks moving down, and what is happening. That is where you get your updates. I've been watching CNBC for the last 20 years. No change. This is the best TV on the planet, and you can access to CNBC for free as well. You just have to go and search. Somebody clone the entire TV station. You can watch it live streaming for free, all right? So I can't teach you live on air, but you have to do it on your own. But, this is the CNBC we are talking about. So let me switch back right now. So what exactly we do before the opening bell? Recap. We always go and check on what stocks are spiking up, right? Now I also see another one, CERT, and one of the habit I have is I see CERT, I will just go and type into the chart, which is the Yahoo Finance chart, the stock chart, which is free and live streaming, and straight away, I'm looking at it like this. Spike up 8.56%. But it does not reflect here yet because we are waiting for the opening bell, all right? But if I click on the 5-day, you will see the spike up rate, right there. This is a 5-day spike up. So you have to keep playing with the 5-day, 1 year, 5-day, 1 year, 5-day, 1 year, until the whole concept of spike sink into you. Then you realize that's so beautiful. Every day there's such games to play, right? Adobe, ADOBE, ADBE, boom. What is Adobe right now? Spike up 3%. Now that 3% is shown here. This is the big spike up. 3.59%. All right? So we are all checking out all the stocks that are spiking up. And then we have another MRSN. MRSN. So just go and type in MRSN. I'm just waiting for CNBC to turn on live again. I'm just watching very carefully. This is another spike up. How many percent? 9.23% in 1 day. Yesterday versus today, that's it. So you have to keep seeing this because it's already there every day. That's our job. Which other market offers you such an opportunity every day? Every day is there. Now, since it's there every day, we covered, let me quickly sum up before the opening bell. We covered, number one, how to make 5 to 100% profit return in 1 day. All of you please say out loud together with me. Because you don't say, your voice don't enter your ears don't enter your brain don't insert it as a permanent memory, you cannot remember this. So follow me, please repeat after me. How to make 5 to 100% in 1 day. So if I say it a little bit faster right now, please repeat after me. How to make 5 to 100% profit return in 1 day. That's the pace that we are saying it. All right, so I'm going to switch back right now.
Physical piece out of JP Morgan.
They will show you the breaking news. We are counting down 2 minutes away from the opening bell.
Already, but they were saying Amazon Web Services estimates modestly cut.
By the way, every day there's red, there's green, don't panic, all right? You see red doesn't mean anything. Every day there's up and down. This is very, very standard of the market, all right? So just learn what is happening at this moment.
Time to buy. because the sentiment has never been more negative.
1 minute away from the
I would
opening
not
bell.
make this
1
call
minute.
Unless I have something in hand that told me that they're going to curtail the table of employment and lay people off. That's what I would do if I were an Amazon analyst, because just coming out here and trimming
1 minute.
AWS estimates does not make me want to buy it. So I wonder whether could they embark on a scorched earth Mark Zuckerberg plan? We don't know. But to me, this piece read like it can't get worse. Time to buy.
So it's purely based on sentiment.
Yes, purely sentiment.
Okay, let me
but
look
I
at the
They have
time right
21
now.
billion in free cash flow. Is that where they
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks.
30
that
seconds.
reminds me, David, of
past
the
2
30
years,
seconds.
At the
negative free
beginning of
cash flow,
Amazon.
21 billion.
wow. Isn't that
Didn't
incredible?
realize it was that big
So
a
I
number.
mean,
So every time at the opening bell, right now we are 30 seconds, 20 seconds. These two guys will be out there talking. The guy on the left is the famous Jim Cramer. The guy on the right, can't remember his name.
so I am saying.
Okay, watch. Woo!
Let's get to the opening bell here as we take stock not just of the data, but the ECB,
Woo-hoo!
the gains in fortune telling surrounding the Fed, and the big board that is the
Okay, look at the green and the red. Look at the green and the red. Green and the red. Green and the red. Woohoo! Ding ding, ding ding.
St. Patrick's Day parade happening tomorrow.
Okay, you can see there's more red than green.
How fast? It's really great.
More red and green, it only means just today is a bit opening at the bearish. It may turn all green, it may turn half green, half red, doesn't matter. Every day there's changes one, all right? So what you need to do right now is this. You need to get into the cnbc.com. Please go with me right now to cnbc.com, which is this page right here, all right? cnbc.com, which is this page right here. And then I'm going to show you how to go about looking at it, all right? So, step one, we always look at here. This first three, first of all, make sure you are clicking on USA. Second, make sure down here is also looking at US, all right? Make sure these two places you got it right. So I wait for you first. Make sure you're doing that correctly first. Or else you're looking at the European market, all right? So once you're done, ready? Here we go. We got that right. Always look at these three boxes. Which are these three? These are the three indexes that determine the market. The first one is the Dow Jones Index, basket of 30. Second one, S&P 500, basket of 500 stocks. The third one is NASDAQ, basket of 100 stocks. Now, typically, each day, you have only a few combinations. 3 red boxes means tonight is red. 3 green boxes means tonight is green. What happens if you have 2 red, 1 green, or 2 green, 1 red? Means it is a confused market. Please say confused market. All right. So every day there will be changes one. There's nothing fixed. That's why this market is very, very exciting to play, all right? Now, we always look over here to tell us what's the latest news. Dow Jones futures slip, regional bank shares drop. Now that's all triggered by Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, and the Silvergate Bank, all right? These 3 banks gone down, bring all the banks down as well. That's it. And then I start to scroll down right here. Now, most of you will not have this CNBC Pro. This is a paid product. Now, I subscribe to it. You don't need to subscribe to it, not necessary. But what you see is over here. As I scroll down, this is the one that they have already cleaned up for you. This is the one. That means to say the editors at CNBC will already decide which is the most important news of the day. The one that's the most important news of the day will be featured big. It's like really big across there. You can see it right there on your screen. It's featured big, right? And what's the big story of the day? First Republic falls 30% as regional bank stocks continue to sink. Regional banks drop. What analysts are saying about Credit Suisse after central bank bazooka is unleashed. All right, so this bank news will be hovering around for 2-3 days, 2-3 weeks. It is standard. Every week there will be some news coming in one. All right, don't panic about it. The second one is retailers see a tough year ahead, so they are rolling out recession playbook. The third important news is right here. Credit Suisse shares soared over 20% on Swiss National Bank loan announcement. So these three become the most important news of the day. Please show me your finger tree on the screen. Make sure I understand you understand. All right. These three has already been filtered for you. You don't have to crack your brain and ask teacher what's the most important news of the day. It's right there. And it's free. You can get it. You can also download the CNBC app on your mobile phone. I trigger the alarm every time they got something ding ding, my phone will ring. You can also watch on a desktop like me like this. Very easy. Now, how do you build wisdom? I want to spend some time talking to you about how to build wisdom. Wisdom is built when you read and understand clean data. So I'm going to show you where to read and understand clean data right here. My whole focus is right here in this box. Please make sure you're looking at this one, latest news. All right? So I'm going to teach you how I go about reading the news. I read thoughtfully. That means I only read for specific news that will move specific stocks. I don't read grandmother's story. The rest is just general knowledge. I'm looking for specific news that will move specific stocks, right? So I'm going to show you how I read right now. The first one, ex-fugitive in fraud scheme tied to 100 million. This is waste of time. Skip. Next. European Central Bank raises rates by another 50 basis points despite market turmoil. This is what caused the market that turned red today. So when I'm reading, I'm connecting the dots, I'm understanding. All right? I'm reading, I'm connecting the dots, and I'm understanding. So, very important. So I understand the second news rate. Next, Gene Cramer, top 10 things to watch in the stock market. Not interested. Next, how retirement savers can recover from recent market losses. Not interested. Retailers see a tough year ahead. I'm only looking out for discount in the retail stores. Not interested. Bitcoin posts small gain amid growing concern over global banking crisis. Now, what has Bitcoin demonstrated in this period right now is the fact that it's freaking resilient. Can you imagine a Silicon Valley bank can collapse, but Bitcoin is still standing? Please wave your hand and say yes. What a bloody joke. A Wall Street bank overseen by the Treasury, by Securities Exchange Commission, by all the government agencies, FDIC, it collapsed overnight. What a bloody joke. And Bitcoin is still standing. And yet, they still refuse to approve the Bitcoin spot ETF. That is the joke of the year. You guys seen it already. That's how resilient Bitcoin is. All right, so right now there's a flight to safety. People are moving money to Bitcoin, and we expect it to go $1 million per coin. Next, I continue. I'm still talking about here and move down and show you where my eyes are looking at. Biggest analyst calls, Credit Suisse. So if someone is talking about Credit Suisse, what you will do is, you got the name, go to the stock chart, Credit Suisse, CS, and then look at the stock chart itself. Any changes? It has gone down, but now it has climbed up. Now, can you see, if I see a stock chart like this, how easy it is to make 100%? Please watch. Please watch, all right? Right now, it's trading at $2.20. 100% means as long as it touches $5, I'll make 100% profit. In fact, no need to touch $5, 4.4. 4.4 is right there. That's it. For it to make 100%, you just have to 100% profit. You go and calculate yourself mathematically. 2.2 multiplied by 2, 440. 440 minus 2.2, 100% profit. Is it possible? Yes. Because I click on 1 year. How many days it was trading above 440? all these days before the stupid Silicon Valley Bank closed down. It is trading above 440. But the challenge is this. Do you have the guts to go in right now? Do you have the guts to go in right now? And this is what our data can do for you. You know, one of the stocks that I posted the profits yesterday is called WAL. Western Alliance Corporation, right? You can see it dropped to $30. Right now it's $27. 100% means what? 100% means from $30, it goes to $60. Is that possible? See for yourself. Is it possible? It's so damn easy, right? And then, is anyone buying WAL? Let's take a look at the data right now. WAL. Ding. Here we go. Go to step 3. And see what? Citadel went in to snap up the shares of WAL. 14th of March. That's on Tuesday. This is the company where 50% of all transactions have to pass through Citadel, Kenner Griffin. They quickly buy up all the stocks when it went down. So you are seeing real time right now, insiders who reacted. He say, hey, it's damn easy for me to make 100%, man. From 30, just have to go back to 60. I'm done, 100% profit, right? Now, I'm showing you all this because I'm connecting the dots from what I'm reading here. But you don't have the guts to go in because you don't have the data to back up your decision yet. Please say yes, wave your hands. So I'm showing you now how you connect the dots from reading a news over here, this little box, going to the charts, going to the data, bam! You got the connecting the dots right now. And I go on next story is about UK going to ban TikTok. All this is politics against China. This very, very dirty politics right now. We'll talk about that later on. Next is, we also spoke about Adobe. We look at Credit Suisse. Later on, we'll look at Snap. JP Morgan upgrades telecom stock Motorola. I'm not so interested in this. TikTok confirms US has threatened ban if Chinese parent doesn't sell stake. First Republic falls 30%. Now, First Republic, take a look. First FIRST Republic, FRC. Okay? Now, you see for yourself what is the chances of you making more than 100%. Today is trading at $20. Just take it as $21 or $20, right? $20. Before the collapse, it was trading at $100. What is the meaning of that? If it goes back to 100, you're making 5 times of your money. What do you dare to buy? Right? So I'm connecting the dots for you right now. You see, it's really fascinating stuff. From 20 to go back to 100. I mean, before all this nonsense thing that happened, it was happily trading at what price? Above $100. See for yourself. It was trading happily above $100. From year 2020, $100. During the pandemic, it was already trading $100. 2020, the pandemic, until today, it was trading above $100. But because of the bad news from Silicon Valley Bank, it has dropped to $20 today. $20 today. Okay? Now you've seen it. And then we come back. We come back to what? We come back to what we were reading. We haven't finished our reading yet, all right? So this is the part I'm reading. And then there's some news that's come out at the top. Dow falls more than 100 points as regional banks drop. So this week is all about the banks. Every week there's some story. Don't worry about it. This is very, very standard one, all right? We go down. 5 things to know before the stock market opened. That was 2 hours ago, very late already. Not interested. Baidu shares drop 8-week low after company reviews Chat GPT rival. See, now the whole world is all interested in the Chat GPT competition, the race. And then we continue to go down. The weakest link are cracking. Investors wary of possible Credit Suisse contagion. This is already solved. And then what analysts are saying about Credit Suisse after central bank bazooka, head of 1.5 billion family office says worse is yet to come. So everybody will give their opinion. You don't have to worry about that. All right. Where wealthy investors are putting their cash after SVB collapse. Chinese ride-hailing giant Didi plans expansion after Beijing crackdown ends. And then treasury yields mixed as investors assess stock market outlook. Just read all this for interest. And it doesn't take more than 5 minutes, all right? Russian jet intercept US drone. In fact, they crashed the bloody drone. They purposely go and drop jet fuel on the drone, and then the drone crashed on its own, all right? So quite interesting. HSBC bought Silicon Valley Bank UK in record time. For how much? Show me your finger. £1. HSBC bought a traditional bank for $1. All right, so that's where all the opportunities abound right now. It's really crazy market right now. There's so much opportunities. Credit Suisse shares saw over 20% on the bank loan announcement. Saudi National Bank says panic over Credit Suisse is unwarranted. And here are the world's best airport for 2023. And what else? All this is just like that. That's it. I scroll down until cannot scroll down already. I'm done. What have I done? In 5 minutes, I'm reading the pulse of the market. That's it. I just want to know what's going on. But the real work right now for us begins. Remember, we've gone through how to make 5 to 100% profit return in one day. Who are the successful money managers consistently make profits? What caused the stock price to spike? And where to find the spikes? Here we go. I'm going to demonstrate to you the where right now. We're going to go into our live trading mode. Dun, 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 dun. Step 1. Go to hamburger menu. Open up the left column. You should be an expert on this right now. Step 2. We are playing stocks. A 200-year-old product, the foundation of wealth, the foundation of millionaires. And typically, I'll just click on Daily Bread. Click on it. Dang! And we're going to connect the dots. How do we connect the dots? And here we go. Daily Bread, remember, we want to fulfill the concept of war. W-A-R. And what concept are we fulfilling? The concept of earnings. You see, companies, they must announce quarterly earnings every quarter without fail. So averagely, you spread out over the 3 months. At the beginning of the month of each quarter, many companies will rush to announce earnings. So on a per day basis, during peak earnings announcement, you get about 100 to 200 companies announcing earnings. Now we are at the tail end of the earnings period because March is the 3rd month of the quarter. First quarter is January. The first month of the first quarter is January. The second month is February. The 3rd month is March. Now we are in the middle of March. That's why it's only about 98 companies announcing earnings. Typically, we have about 100 to 200, all right? So do we have a wow event? Yes, called earnings. Is it recurring? Do we have an announcement date? Yes. We know exactly what companies are going to announce earnings tomorrow. So this 98 means, listen up. This 98 companies means they will announce earnings after the closing bell today, or tomorrow before the opening bell. these 98 companies are all inside this basket. After the closing bell, and tomorrow before the opening bell. And why are we playing them now? So that we fulfill number one criteria, how to catch that 5 to 100% profit return in one day. Everybody please say yes. That's why we are going in now, before they announce. Now, after they announce, you got no chance already. Game over. You have to get in before the announcement, all right? So that's the reason why. You always have to get in before the announcement. Now, this way of trading or investing, is it any different from any other ways out there? Let me tell you the big difference. The big difference is this. Here we go. Sorry. The big difference is this. We always start off with this question. Now, most people, they don't ask this question. They don't even dare to think about it. We raise the standard high first. Because if you raise the standard high, then you get good results. You raise the standard low, you're still doing the same thing. Between what we are doing versus all other people doing out there, no difference. The big difference is what? We are aiming for this target. Is it a formulated approach? Yes. In fact, you can only call yourself a spiking student. In your lifetime, you must at least one time make that 5 to 100% profit return in one day. Please say yes! Because if you have not done that, you have not graduated from the class. Let me tell you, all of our students done that before, been there, done that. Because if you can do it once, you can do it twice, you can do it for the rest of your life. And that's the high standard we set. So once we set this high standard, we come back to here. This is how we're going to go about playing it. All right? Today, it's showing us the first company is Rent to Kill. We always look at the net positive purchase first, 1.5 billion. But we have a problem. Because the second guy is only 285 million. Not good. Typically, we need to see at least like a few companies, 3 to 5 or more than 5 companies with more net positive purchase more than 1 billion. We want to follow big money, not small money. What's the meaning of following big money? Means we rely on all of their due diligence. Can you imagine someone putting $1 billion? You know how much homework that guy has to do? You know what is the size of his army that prepare him for that trade? He has to hire accountants, lawyers, all kinds of professionals just to make one decision. Boss, let's put in 1 billion into this stock. Everybody tick, 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 tick. And the boss say, let's go. How many people involved? That's why the bigger the money it is, the more due diligence involved. Please say yes. Right? So don't pretend that you're going to be damn good, better than them. I never ever say that. Because I know a billionaire resources is 100 times more. In fact, it's 1,000 times. Between a billion versus a million is 3 zeros. It's called 1,000 times. I'm a millionaire, they are a billionaire. They are doing 1,000 times more work than I just to become a billionaire. Are you with me right now? Please say yes. All right? So that's why don't go and like put on the devil's advocate, go and self-sabotage yourself. Unless you are bigger than a billionaire. And billionaire is a billionaire for many reasons. They can do a lot of magic one. All right. Just like politicians, they can do a lot of magic. All right. But politicians is a different ball game. Right now we are talking about money. We just focus on billionaires. All right. So we come back to here. Now, if I'm only given a choice, because right now I feel that I'm only given one choice of one company, more than 1 billion, I'm going to show you the shortcut to manipulate it, to give yourself more choice. You will go to this place here. Please go and click on it. All right? That means I was here, I click on it, open up this box. I'm going to give myself more time. From 16 all the way to 31st. I wait for you. All of you please select until end of this month. In fact, sorry, it shouldn't be until end of this month. Let me find the correct date. Yeah, until end of this month, because our next Cozy Live trading is on the 6th of April, right? So in fact, I can select longer. Let me do it one more time. 16 until 5th of April. Please select 16th of March until 5th of April. Please do that right now. So if you have done it correctly, you will see this box right here. I give you 1 minute. Please go and solve it. And the first company that you see up here should be this company, AppCam, 2.3 billion. You have 1 minute.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever. 'Cause I'm up for anything like that.
Whoa.
We don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the streets, every out singing like.
Okay, time's up. So if you are able to do that right now, you scroll down, you're going to see more choices. Let me zoom up a little bit more. How many choices? Look very carefully. The first guy is AppCam 2.3. Second, Rent2Q 1.5. Third, Micron 1.3. Fourth, Constellation 1.3. I got 4 candidates more than $1 billion net purchase. So those of you who saw 4, can you show me your finger 4? Please confirm. I wait for you, all right? Make sure you are catching up with me, all right? Now, we're going to focus on these 4 guys, more than $1 billion. Later, we'll do a polling together. We're going to vote. And I'm going to show you 4 times how I study a stock. That you got no excuse at all. 4 times, all right? Now, how do I go about doing that is this. First of all, because I already got the background knowledge, Constellation brand is the #1 alcoholic mother company in the world. How many of you drank before the Corona beer? Corona beer, wave your hands, Corona beer. They are the mothership of Corona beer. In fact, in the past when I started that time, I used to do this, right? So you go to Constellation Brands. I'll go to the website, all right? So I'll do something like that, Constellation Brands. And then I want to look at all the alcohol so that I know I've drank the alcohol before. So under beer, so let me click on beer first. You have Corona beer right there. Ding. All right. This is their most famous beer, plus I don't know what other beer they have. And then you can look at spirits. So they have following spirits, Nelson, Casa Noble, and all the brands, all right? So this is the leader in the world for alcohol brands, all right? So in the very beginning, you want to read out about their story. You get really interested in them. And then how many of you know that in any market, up, down, or sideways, people drink alcohol? Please say yes. When they're happy, they drink alcohol to celebrate. When they are sad, they also drinking alcohol. This is a resilient product. All right, so you put on that mindset, oh my gosh, I'm looking at a resilient product. Up, down, sideways, doesn't matter. You know, these guys are kind of always doing well, right? So straight off, I will write down on my, my trading diary is on this electronic a notebook called Remarkable. I was introduced to this product when I was in Harvard Business School. Quite a number of my classmates use this. It's like, you can just write on the notepad, as in you're writing on a paper. They create the same experience as per writing on a paper. And then let me go to my notes right now. Hang on a minute. So here we go. Ding, ding. And let me open this right here. And just 1 second, I'm going to show you how powerful this tool is. Right? So it is like empty like this. And then I can write, hello. All right, you can just scribble on it as in you're writing on a piece of paper and everything is electronic. And it syncs with my computer, it syncs everywhere. So they create the real writing experience. It's called Remarkable. You can go to remarkable.com. And that's what I do for the tools that I use, all right? So let me just get rid of all these things first. Erase all, okay? So I'm going to write down right now, number 1, Constellation brand, ticker symbol STZ. So this is my hobby, my habit. Number 1, I'll write STZ. I'm very, very familiar with it. I've not done the analysis yet. And the second one, I'm looking at Micron. Are we in the semiconductor race right now against China? Yes. Is this the right company to support? We do not know yet. But because of my, over time you build up this experience, straight away I think of Micron as semiconductor, which is right now the most important phase of the big battle between China and US. They are right now going all out to kill off any semiconductor companies that are supplying to China. And Micron is sitting in a beautiful blue ocean right now because with the support of Joe Biden's administration and this US-China trade relationship, they are sitting in a beautiful position, all right? So second one, I'm going to write down Micron MU. How do I know it's MU? Because that's the ticker symbol. Over time, you memorize them and you know them exactly. That's MU right there. That's the stock symbol, all right? And then I go up. These two companies, I'm not familiar. So not familiar, I'll do last. I'll do first the ones that are very, very familiar. All right? Now, it depends on your habit. Some of you just like to learn new things every day. Then you start off with those that are unfamiliar to you. I like to start off with those that I'm very familiar with, and I can connect the dots very fast. All right? So it depends on what is your logic, what is your habit. You start cultivating consistent habits. Over time, you'll find your own style. All right? So I'm going to start off with a happy product called Constellation brand, alcohol brands. All right. Ding, ding. So I open up Constellation brands. And once we do that, our software will tell you very clearly, these two parts, that's all I look at. Now, many people like to look at many things, and I don't know why they are looking at many things. And we ask them, they cannot answer. Like I got a friend who's like a analyst for a brokerage house. He said, Clemen, you don't look at market cap. I say, for what? Why should I look at market cap? Big or small, does it matter? Does it mean it's going to spike up tomorrow? You explain to me why you look at market cap. And the guy cannot explain. We should always look at things that will cause the price to spike up. Are you with me? What is the most important? Number 1, how to make 5 to 100% profit return in one day. The moment you set this question, all other things, all the smoke, you push it one side. I only want to focus how to make 5 to 100% profit return in one day. Look for what is important. And the thing that can cause a stock price to move is money. Where's the money? Right here. Ding, ding. Let me explain to you universe net stock purchase. Every day there are people buying, selling Constellation brand. Some buy, some sell. Some buy, some sell. Right? Every day. But now, Now I'm in the software. Now, the robot will tell me, dang! Net purchase 1.3 billion. The robot calculated for us. That's it. There are more people buying as opposed to selling. And the even better news is, if we have these two guys, options and stocks, both are positive. The options is also people are buying the call option. They believe the stock price will go up. That's why they buy call option. That's the universe net call put purchase. The stars are aligned right now. You always want to look for the perfect stars, right? Don't make yourself so painful. Look for the perfect stars. So that's all I do. But you know, some of you like to look at many other data. You can go ahead. You know, we even have the description of the company. They sell beer, they sell wine, sell spirit. You can look at all the brands: Corona, Modelo, Cooper. Some of you like to drink Cooper. Cooper is in Asia. Some other brands I'm not familiar already. Kempo is in Asia, and whatever, right? It's all here. Step 1, I'm done. That's all I look at. All of you okay? Please give a thumbs up. Step 1, we are done. And that's it. Fundamental, that's it. You don't have to chase too many things. Number 2, dang, insider, dang, dang. And it's telling you, Q4, 3.1 billion went into buying the stock. It's also telling you how many fund managers bought the stock, 535 of them. You are trading alongside with the 535 of them, but you know, 535 bought and 484 sold. The net is what you saw just now, 1 over billion, right? But this is where you look for the lead investor. So first of all, please take note, under step 2, there are 3 things to study. Please take note. 3 things to study. Universe, top 100, and shareholder. There are 3 things we need to study under step 2. This is all about money right now. This is damn solid one. Okay? Now we are starting the first thing called universe. Universe. Okay? Now, how to study this? I'm looking for the lead investor. I always look at this column here. And this column here. Alright? Now, how much money is involved? Look, the number 1 guy decided to put how much? He decided to put in $376 million bet on Constellation brand. Number 2 guy, 342, right? So you can see, even though they never talk to each other, somehow the money that they put in very close to each other. Can you observe this? This is very important. 3rd guy, 321. 4th guy, 216. 191, 159, 125 million. These are all big bets. Then over here, this is the number of shares. I want to see the momentum. The first guy decided to increase by 100%. 100%. What did he know that we do not know? The second guy, Virgin, first time coming to buy the stock, already ranked number 2 lead investor. He better know something that we do not know. 3rd guy, 52%. Q3 versus Q4, he increased by 52%. By the way, between 3 months apart, when I say Q3 versus Q4, they are 3 months apart. Please say yes. How much can the company change, I ask you? Just 3 months. Do you mean suddenly over 3 months everybody become drunkard, start to down a beer? No. The company is still as per normal, right? But how come the investors over 3 months apart decided to increase by 52%? This one 31%. This one another new investor, right? So you look down over here and I try to find who is really crazy enough, like any big bets or not, right? 217%. Look over here. And this is our top 100, Renaissance Technology. The moment, you know, by the way, for Renaissance Technology, This guy is a very famous mathematician. His name is called James Simmons. And all of his trades are calculated using math plus insider information. He's the guy who betted on Zoom, made so much money, together with Li Ka-shing. And he's the one always getting very big bets on. That means he's very confident of something. All right, so that guy decided to increase by 200%. Maybe he got some survey report that more people are drinking beer or whatever. All right, and I just go down, I look at all these names. I also see, hey, Sovereign Wealth Fund also bought into it, Norges Bank. Right? And I go down, any other familiar, oi, BlackRock also bought into it. These are very big names. Oi, Retirement System also bought into it. That means you have both the very adventurous mathematician to the very conservative retirement fund, pension fund. They're all kind of like alcohol for this moment. And you can see all these names all line up in front of you. Charles Schwab, Two Sigma, First Republic, West Banco, First Trust. Everything shown up there. All right? So I'm getting to know the lead investors. I'm very comfortable with it. Done. Now I go to next one, top 100. Dang. Click on it. Oops. Hang on a minute. All right. Now, among the top 100, they didn't agree with the rest. Why? Because the net purchase among the top 100 is negative 100 million. Now, this is not really a big number. Usually, negative 100 million is okay one. All right. After some time, you are comfortable with the data, you know. So, how did we present the data? Those on the left represent those who bought. Those on the right represent those who sold. Transparent one, I lay everything in front of you. Who buy, who sell, you can see for yourself, right? Open. We open up for you to see. Now, I want to see among those on the left who's the lead investor. James Simmons, right there. 59.5 million, right? Now, those on the right, they get out. Maybe they take profits or whatever reason. For selling, many reasons one, but buying only one reason. Buying, they believe the price is going to go up. So I'm comfortable right now. I continue move on to next one, shareholders. So I'm here right now, shareholders. And what you want to see among the shareholders is, are they selling or buying? So you can see the insiders, they are selling at about 13% of their portfolio. How about the rest of over here? These are all the insiders, the owner of the business, all right? They're selling. The buyers are right here, Vanguard, BlackRock came in. And some over here, FMR is buying. Now, all these are related companies, all right? All these, like the numbers, share numbers is the same. They are related companies. So there are some buy, some sell. And eventually I go down. I look for big names, all right? Any big names out here? This whole bunch here all entered about 14, 19%. These are very big names. And I go down. Norges Bank, these are very big names. And I found one guy who decided to increase by 465%. Right? This is a big bet. And I'm getting to know at any point in time, if you find something you're uncomfortable with, you stop the research. You say, drop this guy. Wave your hands if you understand this. Yep. You only continue if you feel peaceful. Don't force yourself. If I spot any red flag, I say, drop. I don't want to look anymore. But so far, it is so good for me. That's why I decided to continue. I'm at step 2. I decided to continue to step 3. So this whole process that I'm doing right now, it is called the fiat method. F-I-A-T, fiat method. Because F for fundamental, I for insider, A for alerts, T for technical, I call it the money method, fiat method. All right? So we really simplify it. So right now I'm going to go to step 3. So far I'm very comfortable with what I've seen so far. I click on step 3 and it's telling you, right, the earnings will be announced very, very soon because we found it from the Daily Bread. And the next future earnings will be on the 6th of April, all right? So we got 2 dates right up there, and then we scroll down and see how we organize the data, right? Please watch. These are dots. We are connecting the dots, right? So down here between 10th of March to 15th of March, there are 19 news. Click on it. And I just read very fast. Look for important thing, all right? Anything important. Constellation brands outperform the market. Like for example, this one. Constellation brand stock rises Wednesday, outperforms market. Click on the news and just read. Just have a casual understanding of it. All right, it's just telling you, okay, it's doing not bad, outperform the market. That's about it, all right? And typically I want to look for news related to the business one. If it doesn't have, doesn't matter, all right? Neo Berger raises position in Constellation. I think this is important. It's now an important opportune moment to examine Constellation brand. I think this is important, and continue go down. We also show you who is selling it, all right? Whoever buy, this guy buy 1.8 billion. Oh, someone came in really big bet. $1.8 billion bet. What's the price that he paid for it? $242. Today, the stock price is $215. You are getting a discount. This is the real definition of value investing, when you can buy bigger than the big guys out there. Please wave your hands if you understand this part. Right? So typically, why do you want to buy lower than the big insiders out there? Is to protect your psychology. You know you're paying cheaper than someone else, right? You're laughing, the guy paid 242, he paid $1.8 billion to buy $242. I only pay $215, I buy cheaper than the guy. So you go through this mind game, right? You go through this mind game, you realize, oh, I can get a cheaper price than the joker out there. And that's how you look at the data, all right? You play this mind game with yourself, and you go down, some buy, some sell, and all the history about this company, everything we put in front of you, all right? I just go down, I look for anything interesting, go down, oops, hang on a minute, what did I do? I just can't go down, just have a few. So far, so good, nothing major. I just trying to have a feel of the stock. So far, so good. Nothing major. And I think I'm happy with my step 3. I go to step 4 right now, technical. Dong. This is the one I spend the most time looking at. All right, so please watch how I do it. Look at the bottom here. Can you please drag? There's a button here for you to drag to the left. I want you to drag to the left so that you can see more quarters. Right, drag to the left. You can see more quarters. Now, this is to help us understand this stock typically got a negative net purchase. Red color negative. That was in Q1 2022. Red color negative Q2 2022. And then it turned positive in Q3, 2.2 billion. Q4 turned positive, 1.3 billion. All right? So that's why this part here, the stock price move up. Now, it also means that right now we are in this box. Okay? This box not finished yet because Q1, you must wait until end of March, then the quarter is finished. Please wave your hands if you understand this. Confirm you understand this. Now, what I'm going to do is something very, very important. Please watch. I look at the quarter that is green, and I'm going to box it up. Okay? Now, the lowest price of the big red box I've just drawn is found right here at the bottom of the red box. And I draw a line across it. What does that mean? It means that today, if I buy the shares of this company, I'm buying below all the people who bought here. I'm buying cheaper than them. Please wave your hands if you understand this. I'm buying way cheaper than them. And all this is positive, 2.2 billion, 1.3 billion. I buy cheaper than all of them combined. Okay? That's Q3 and Q4. So I'm going to show you on another way on the Yahoo chart. So I go to Yahoo chart right now, STZ. Click on 1 year. And we are looking at like, we are looking at Q3 and Q4, right? Q3 and Q4, all right? So Q3 is July. So watch how I draw it, all right? I start from here, July. One more time. I start from here, July. Because I want to capture the highest candle. Right? Can you see I captured this highest candle, green candle inside my box? Q3 means July to end of December, and I drop my box. To the lowest possible candle in that box, which is right up here. Right, so this big red box represents Q3 and Q4, net positive purchase. And today, where's the stop price? 215. We are buying below all of them in Q3 and Q4. I pause for 1 minute. I need you to digest this. This is very important information. 3 things to take note of. Please confirm you saw that Q3, Q4 is positive net purchase. Please wave your hands. Yes, confirm, huh? That means they are all buying around this price range inside my big red box. Okay? Step 2. What is the price today? $215, which is reflected here, $215, right? And then I draw a horizontal line. It means that if I buy today, I'm buying cheaper than all these guys here. All these guys believe the price will go up, but they don't sell one. I mean, it's just a little drop. They don't like panic selling one. No, they will just hold on one. So today you have a chance to buy below all the insiders. Okay? So I completed the 4 steps of Constellation Brand. And I'm going to write down my secret message here. I'm not going to tell you, am I going to buy this stock or am I going to sell this stock? We're going to analyze 4 companies and then you're going to rank them later on, right? So you will decide. Now you give you 1 minute to write down your own private notes. Whether you believe you want to buy this stock or not, you write your private notes. Later we're going to rank the 4 companies in your priority. You have 1 minute.
I see something, it's coming up on the horizon. Oh, let me clear my head and get rid of the distractions. Oh, I was down when I saw you in the clouds. Like a days filled with doubt, I was drifting in and out, levitate, fade away. I had left full time space when you just caught my eye. Hey, nah, please won't you come over? Let me get to know ya. Hey, nah, delve into emotion, leave us in this moment. Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. So I'm done on the first company. You have written your secret notes. Later on, you're going to rank the 4 of them. Now I will move on to the second company, which is Micron. All right? Now, I'm going to show you a shortcut to analyze 2 companies at the same time. Can you see Micron? Hold on a minute. Can you see Micron is on the top and Constellation Brand is on the bottom, right? So you can see that. Now, the moment I put this here, this was what we analyzed just now, right? The lead investor, 376 million. Second one, 342 million. Third one, 321 million. Can you see that? Please thumbs up. Okay. Now I'm going to compare Constellation Brand because from this step onwards, every time I will compare with the best company. I'll compare Micron right now and look at the lead investor of Micron. The first guy, $1 billion. The second guy, $694 million. The third guy, $300 million. Just the first 3 here is already bigger than this 3. Can you see that? Right? So you always compare A and B. Straight away, in my mind, I write down my secret note about Constellation Brand. You see, now you are like watching Miss Universe, you know, you are giving perfect score of 10, 9.2, 9.3, or 8.0, or you watching some kind of a ranking, you just give your own ranking. You put your own marks. Are you with me right now? That's the whole job of your job. Always compare A and B, which one better? A and B, which one better? B and C, which one better? B and C or B and D, which one better? All right? So straight off, I start out with Constellation Brand. Now I come to Micron. I see bigger money here. All right? I have certain thoughts in my mind already. And let's analyze Micron right now. Ding! Hey, Tabby, what are you doing? Tabby. Shh. So step 1, you're very familiar already, right? This too is positive. Almost similar to Constellation Brand. And I know this is a semiconductor company. You're not too sure, just scroll down. Here's a description right here. All about semiconductor chips, all right? And I think Micron has a factory in Penang, if I'm not wrong, all right? Micron has a factory in Singapore. I'm not too sure whether they have one in Penang. And let's go to step 2, insider. Ding. And this is the part. Look over here. Those who bought 465, those who sold 600. That means the people who buy, they are buying with big bets. Very, very big bets. That's why the net positive purchase is 1.3 billion, right? So I kind of walk that through in my own mind. Okay, Tabby, sit down here. And here we go. And see right now in this column, the big difference. Let me just go down a little bit. And see the percentage change here. 400%, 300%, 30%, 59%, 29%, 54%. Is it bigger than Constellation Brand? Yes or no? Way bigger. The commitment is way bigger. Just now, Constellation Brand, the largest guy was only maybe about 30 or 40% only. Now we got a 400% guy, and you also got a 327% guy. Right? Great minds think alike. And then you look at the dollar value. These are very big commitment, right? 1 billion, 700 million, 300 million, 200 million. And we start scrolling down. Ding, 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 ding. 1,200%. National Bank of Canada. 82% HSBC. 176% Marshall. Los Angeles, 100%. You got another 1,000% right here, right? So you can see the people who came into Micron are taking very big bets. Please confirm you saw that. Okay, so very focused. We got a much more compelling story between Micron versus Constellation Brand. That's what you need to observe, all right? Because you're always comparing. When you compare, it's easier. Now, I'm done on Universe. I'm going to go to top 100. I'm going to speed up right now. Click on top 100. So top 100, there's a negative right here, 588 million. It's not a perfect story yet. So we have to compare both left and right. Those who came in here, are they taking big bets? All right. We got one big bet right here, $166 million. This is the biggest bet right there. All right. Then those who sold off, they could be taking profits. Many reasons why they sell. It's okay. I'm still comfortable at this stage. I go to shareholders. So right now on the shareholder list, I see two green right here. Those who sell off is small selling. Those who buy also small buying. I just go down. From this point, these are the big buyers. Morgan Stanley, Bank of New York, Price T. Rowe, Sovereign Wealth Fund also bought into it. Right? I'm looking at all this information, just thinking through. Viking went up 54%, Invesco 25%. And so far so good. There's a 327% top 33 shareholder. This is a big shareholder. And go down. So far so good. FIL 77% right here. Okay. So far I'm comfortable. I move on to step 3. Here we go. And the earnings will be 28th of March. 12 days later, we got enough time. And I look at the recent 14 news. Okay, anything interesting? Wall Street bulls look optimistic about Micron. Should you buy? All right. I may want to read that, but it's okay. Continue. Okay, there's an insider, EVP of technology, sold off some stocks. Selling is okay. I'm looking for buying. This is a big purchase, $1.8 billion. All right. What's the average price? $56. Today you buy $54, you're buying cheaper than the guy. See for yourself. You always compare like that. Am I getting a better deal than a guy? All right. So continue, go down. These are all the people who bought. These are those who sold. Any other big interesting news? Go down. Oi! Chief Accounting Officer bought $39,000, but this is a small amount. Buying, there's only one reason. Selling got many reasons. Not because the stock price is condemned, right? Because some people just need cash at the moment, so they will sell. Oi! The lawyer bought $135,000 worth of stock. Average price $58.88. Today you're buying cheaper than this guy, $54. Go down. Any other interesting things I need to know? Okay, whole bunch of insiders over here bought the internal management team. Bong, 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 bong. 4.3 million, quarter million, quarter million, quarter million. Average price $53. We are very close to the average price. We are $54 today. Okay? Are you guys having fun? Make some noise. Oh! Oh! Make some noise. So this is your first time. You're very overwhelmed because you've never seen so many big players around your life. Please say yes. and you're used to seeing like your neighbor, your in-laws, your cousin, your colleague buying like $1,000-$2,000 and kick a big fuss. Now you're first time seeing the big money. All right, so you need to get into the frame where you're always hanging out with big money. This is your friends right now. All the big money in front of you. See over here. These are real serious players. And by the way, you look at the internal team. Chief People Officer. What kind of crazy name is this? CPO, Chief People Officer. EVP of Global Operation. Put $5 million of his own savings. The CEO bought $14.5 million. This one is important. CEO. Sanjay Malhotra. He bought $14.5 million of his net worth, and we are buying close to him. He's 53.33. We are 54.36 today, right now. Very close to him. We are very, very safe, all right? So I'm looking at all this, very, very happy to see so many insiders buying around our price. Means we are protected by them, all right? They don't know us, but they'll protect their own price first. I'm done on step 3. Step 4, ding ding. Let's go to step 4 right now. Always do this part called click view full chart. And you open up like this. And remember, go to the bottom here to scroll to see more quarters, all right? See more quarters. So you can see they have been selling. And those guys who bought here all stuck. 1.8 billion, they are all stuck right now, right? And then these 2 quarters, they are buying. Today, if you buy, you're buying at the average price of these 2 quarters here. It can't go worse than this, all right? So from here, typically my habit is I go and look at it on the Yahoo chart, MU. And this is how I plot it, all right? Please watch. The last 2 quarters is positive, so I start from July to end of December. All right? So this is the range. Today the price is 54. You are right here today. Now, the worst that it can ever go is to drop to $50, which is right here. So during this process, we also walk through like, what's the worst possible scenario? The bottom price is $50, right? I just lift up the chart. You can see this is the worst case, $50. That's the bottom. Am I protected by the 2 quarters of insiders, Q3, Q4? Yes or no? Please wave your hands. Yes, we are protected by them. And then the worst case, at most it dropped to $50 and then you bounce up again. So right now I analyzed, finished Micron. Please, you have 1 minute, write down your secret notes. Because we're going to rank later on. Write down your secret notes. Here we go.
Buzzing, let's drink up. You deaf look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that on Finn Gason. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young, and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young, and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should.
Everybody see your day.
This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher.
Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to push. We got 2 more stocks to analyze. We'll analyze a total of 4 stocks. Just nice on Twitter. We can do polling of 4 stocks. And right now, we begin to feel the rhythm. How many of you enjoyed the process so far? Wave your hands. You guys enjoy the process? Because why? You are looking at real money. You're not reading some technical metrics, financial, price sales ratio, price equity ratio, debt equity ratio, and all that kind of nonsense. You are looking at real money right now. That's the big difference. All right? And all these guys who put in money, they have already done their analysis. They got much more resources than any one of us to allow them to perform the analysis. All right? So they are making big bets. Now we push. From Micron, we move up. We're going to compare these 2 guys right now. Remember, you always need to compare A and B. So make sure you do that. We're going to compare these 2 guys right now. Because between Micron and Constellation, looks like Micron is a better candidate. And right now we're going to compare Micron and RentoQ. Which one is a better candidate? And the answer is explicitly shown right here. Ding! Lead investor, $500 million. Micron, $1 billion. The second guy dropped to 153 million. Third guy, 83 million. The second guy, 693 million. 300 million. Big world of difference. You already can formulate your thinking already, right? Because the one with the big money is the one that's very, very strong. Never mind, we continue. We analyze RentoQ. What exactly does this company do? Kill cockroaches. This is your bygone. A range of pest control services. Can you see that? Rodents and flying and crawling insects. I mean, it's like how many more cockroaches you want to kill out there, right? So this is your bygone, your RentoQ. So over here, 1.5 billion, negative 22 million is okay, negligible. I'm going to speed up step 2. And step 2, you can see all the buyers are new. So this probably is a new IPO company, right? As you can see, all new. I think it's a newly IPO company, so nothing to compare. Go to top 100. Right? This whole bunch of them believe in it, bought $500 million. Right? First time we got a alignment. And our number 2 guy on the top 100 decided to put in $489 million. Oi, interesting, huh? Go to shareholders right now. So who are the big names supporting it? Janice Henderson is our lead investor. And then you got Morgan Stanley, Norges Bank. But the amount of money that they put in is damn small. You see, over here only $500 million. The second guy only 558 million. This is all very small money, right? Small money. I go to step 3 right now. Earnings will be 16 of March. No. Earnings is, after the close of today, 16 of March, all right? And then any interesting news? Nothing interesting. Yep. And I go down. I think this is a new company, right? So many new investors. Nope, nothing interesting. I go to step 4 right now. Because all the investors are new, I think they just done a recent fundraising in the market. So let me click up here. And, you know, it doesn't look interesting at all. Because why? All the net purchase here is very small. 2.5 million, 3.8 million, 2.5 million. And suddenly there's an injection of a new money right here, 1 billion, right? So the guy who injected 1 billion, he will protect his red box. But what is the catalyst for a cockroach company to go up? I do not know. Right, so I cannot find a reason for the catalyst. But I may want to investigate, why would they want to put money into this company, right? Unless something interesting has happened. I'm not too sure what's the interesting thing yet. Nothing interesting. 20% potential upside indicated by JP Morgan, all right? Nothing interesting. What other things? Why they want to invest into this company? I don't get it. Sometimes you cannot find an answer. Don't kill yourself for that. Means you do not know enough about the company. It's okay to move on, all right? So I just try to find the answer. Nope, no answer yet. Nope, nothing interesting. And that's it. That's my conclusion. So right now you have 1 minute to write down your thoughts about ticker symbol RTO. You have 1 minute.
Guess you know what I'm thinking. That this was just another fight. But be careful what you're drinking. Oh, you will end up like last night. Made it clear, don't you see? Made my move, don't you know? I can't stay here and wait for you. Made it clear, don't you see? Make my move, don't you know? I can't stay here, no, I can't stay. There's one real child, only love to survive. I'm head of a storm, not everyone makes it out alive. There's one real test to prove you're in it for real. You see, I don't blame you for the way that you feel, but it's over now. Yeah, it's over now. And now it's time to feel the heat, like a child who wants to play. I feel it burning.
Okay, time's up. You have written your secret little notes because we're going to do our ranking later on. Very, very important, all right? Very, very important. Okay, we got one more guy to go. We are repeating the process called the Fiat method, F-I-A-T. Now, take a step back. How the heck we got to know about all these companies? Have you all asked this question? How the heck we get to know all these companies in front of us? And the answer is this. Our AI robot has done the job for us. Are you with me right now? Wave your hands. Please confirm you understand this part. Because when I selected this date range, 16 March to 5th of April, because 6th of April is our next cozy live trading, there's 487 companies to look at. Humanly, it's not possible to do so much research. So what the robot has done for us is to tell us which ones have the highest probability of success, sorted in descending order, based on universe net stock purchase. That's why we are looking at them. All right, it's not like magically I call out the name. No, it's all data driven. The robot shown us how much money has gone into all these stocks. That's why we took the time to study those with more than $1 billion net positive purchase. All right, are you with me right now? Because if you don't follow big money, you'll be crushed by the small money. Now, the big money, only three outcome. The stock price goes up as per our analysis. This one is easy. You just make a 5 to 100% profit return in just 1 day. Number 2, the stock price goes sideways after the earnings announcement. No change. No change doesn't matter. No pain at all. Number 3, it goes down. Now, the moment it goes down, do you panic? Yes or no? Do you panic? Let me tell you, if you want to panic, those who put by the billions, they will be shitting their pants off. You are playing a psychological game right now. They got more to panic than you. Please confirm, wave your hands. So if it goes down overnight, you become what? You become a long-term investor, because the definition of long-term means more than 1 day for us. All right. You become a long-term investor overnight, because what we want to do, how to make 5 to 100% profit return in 1 day. Anything more than 1 day is long-term for us. You are no different from the guy who entered with a long-term perspective, who expects to make 10% in 1 year or 15% in 1 year. They are doing the same amount of work as us. But because we designed the strategy to capture 5 to 100% profit return in 1 day, we have a specific time frame to enter. Please confirm, say yes. We enter before the announcement. The guy could have entered 2 weeks before or after the announcement or 1 month before. Doesn't matter, because the guy is long-term. Those who want to enter long-term, they can enter anytime they want one. But we choose to enter before the announcement. We squeeze the time. Okay? So 3 outcome I walk through with you. Go up, make money. Go sideways, doesn't matter. Go down, you become a long-term investor. Now, sometimes you don't have to really wait that long, because based on what we've gone through 3 companies analysis, you realize, oh my God, these guys are backing with big money. And we try to find the price floor. If we can find the price floor, you say, this should be the worst case scenario already. Can we handle the risk? If your answer is yes, go ahead to play it. If you feel that you cannot sleep well at night, move on. There's so many companies to play anyway. All right? So we're going to give a last push. Everybody, are you ready? Last one to go, mama. And the last one is AppCam. So I'm going to do this right now, kind of interesting, because I'm still comparing the best candidate with our Micron. Right? Because the rent to kill, I don't understand the cockroach logic. I cannot understand the business. I move on. And the lead investor here, 3,000%. 3,900%. But look at the quality, 264 million versus our 975 million. The second guy, 209 million versus our 693 million. The third guy, 189 million. Our third guy is 300 million. Just looking at the lead investor itself, you already know kind of which one is more biased, right? But we still want to push on, because we want to understand all these companies. You see, right now, my friends, many of the companies are very new to you. You probably never heard of semiconductor industry. You probably never heard of a cockroach company. You never heard of an alcoholic company. You never even heard of cannabis company. You never heard of casino company. You haven't heard of many, many things. Yes? That's why you need to build your knowledge. Better than reading textbook. This one, it becomes alive overnight. Right? So over time, all this will be like chicken feed to you, because you are building up your knowledge over time. Don't rush. You will always look at the best companies, and then you start your foundation from there. So don't rush, right? So we're going to look at AppCam. Pong. I've not seen this company myself. So first thing I go down, what are they doing? They are life science company. Whoa. Cell lines, don't know what is this, biochemical, scientists, academic research. Wow, kind of very complicated, man. Conjugated antibodies, conjugation kits. So if you don't understand what they are talking about, don't worry. Just go in with a student attitude. I want to learn. I want to pick up knowledge, all right? So I still don't understand what they are doing yet, but I know they got 2.3 billion net purchase. Very strong. Step 2. Look at the lead investors right now. Holy moly. 100 buy versus 20 sold. Wow, the proportion is 5 times, man. And I'm going to start my analysis right now. Ding. Okay, those who buy is kind of a bit crazy. 3,000%, 3,000%, 1,900%, 2,700%. What's wrong with all these people? How come all big percentages? 2,700%, 872%, 891%. What? 1,000%? Okay, this is interesting. This caught my attention, but the value of their investment is very small. 200 million, 200 million, 100 million, all right? Okay, something is cooking for this company, obviously. Go to top 100 right now. Oi, first time we got alignment. All right? And the purchase is all very small, less than 10 million. Okay, shareholders. These are all the shareholders. So this is like a new company, right? Many new investors. I think this is just a recent IPO company, if I'm not wrong. All right? But the value here all very small. 244 million, 210 million, 205 million. Okay, I press on. I go to step 3. 20th of March, 4 days later, they will announce earnings. I want to know what is this business all about. No, it doesn't tell me about business yet. This guy bought $15. Today we buy $13. We buy cheaper than the guy, all right? And then I go down. I want to read this. What is this company all about? They are gaining investors' interest, but why? Okay. Sometimes the news is generated by robots. That's why, you know, you look at their writing, it's like nonsense one. You read all this, it's like you cannot understand what they're writing because the article was churned up by a robot. Okay, they are into primary and secondary antibodies, proteins and peptides, edited cell lines, biochemical cell signaling pathway tools, scientists and researchers. Okay, so this is a business I don't understand that well, right? Antibodies, all right? I'm trying to understand the business. If I don't understand, I'll just walk away, all right? So I continue, go down. What's so interesting about this company? I don't get it. Nope, I'm still not reading enough about it. This is small bets. Anything else I can know? Nope, do not know enough. Down here they bought, okay, I understand. I still don't understand the business. Antibodies, okay. How about here? Nope. Anything else that can tell me more about the business? Okay. They collaborate with Twist Bioscience to enhance antibody discovery for diagnostic and research application. Okay, let me read this one to understand what they do. To develop and commercialize antibodies for diagnostic and research use. Okay. And this is a life science company. What is the problem they're trying to solve? Antibodies. Okay, so it's in a field that I'm not familiar with about antibodies. I don't understand the business that well, but I'll press on to complete to step 4 just to look at the technical charts, all right? So the technical charts, let me just spread it out. So all this is like very small money, and out of nowhere they come in the big money, 2.3 billion. 69 million, all this is small money, and suddenly 2.3 billion, very, very weird. And I do not know what's the future catalyst that can push the stock price. I've finished analyzing the 4 companies. So ladies and gentlemen, please very quickly, you have 1 minute to write down your notes. ABCM. Okay, I put out the polling right now. What is your number 1 choice? All right. So based on your notes that you written down in your diary earlier on, go and vote for your number 1 choice. Your vote starts from now, and we're going to review the votes in a short while later on. And right now we will take a short 5 minutes toilet break, run to the toilet, run back again. Okay. We're going to play 1 complete music. Once the music is over, I'll start the class. And let me find you a beautiful music. Ding, ding. Look for a 5-minute view music, right? So far, I don't have 5-minute music. All right, I found it. So we'll take a break. Once the music ends, I'll start the class.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name, sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name, sing like never before, oh my soul, worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and you're slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul.
Worship His holy name. Sing like never worship your holy name. Bless you, Lord. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come, still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. Worship Your holy name. Come on, bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, worship Your holy name. Yes, I will worship Your holy name. Lord, I worship Your holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, worship Your holy name. Jesus, I will worship Your holy name. Worship Your holy name.
I try so hard to fade away, but something's forcing me to stay.
Okay, welcome back. Please keep your camera on. We're going to go to the final phase, which is the most important phase. We're going to fire off your train. Are you ready? Because if you are not ready, you're going to sing this song. Now we're going to sing a song. We're going to sing this song. Wow, I hear this song and my hair will stand down. Oh my gosh. Are you ready to sing this song? Woo-hoo! Are you ready? Time is getting cold. What is going on? What is on your mind? Are your feelings gone? Need to see clear. Where do we go? Why are you doing things? All the things you do. Oh, are you ready? Life is changing. Life will never be the same. Everybody needs somebody to love. All right, welcome back. All ready to trade. Okay, very good. What we've done just now is to take a vote. And the vote is really, really important to us because without the vote means you are sitting on the fence. You see, the worst thing is when you've gone through the analysis and then you chicken out. The purpose of going through analysis is to fire off the trade. And you're given the right choices. Right now, I got 4 choices for you, billion-dollar trades, and ask you select one. Let's take a look at the result. And here we go. And I don't think we have the full class voting for it yet. 84% of you want to go for Micron, 6.1% ABCM, 6.1% Constellation Brands, 3% RTO. And what you're going to learn from this polling exercise is that same information, different interpretation. We're all looking at it together, same. But all of you are going to have different outcomes because your risk and fear is unique to you, your innate psychology. Now, what I've gone through in my past experiences will not be the same as yours. So every one of us looking at this same problem with different lenses. Please wave your hands, you understand? Yes? Right? But how come we didn't get 100%? And I'm not looking for 100%. It's well spread out. Because along the way, you hear certain things, you read certain things, you're going to influence your mind. That is you, your unique choice. So I'm looking at the majority, 85% voting for Micron, and I'm going to trade alongside with you, 85% of you. You voted for it, I will trade on it. Now we're going to go to the final stage. But before we fire off the real money, I want to set aside some time for you to ask me questions. Hey teacher, this part of the cozy I don't understand, this part of the war I don't understand about the fiat, but I need your question to be specific. Please do not ask me to rewind playback. You have to ask me very specific question that disturb you. You cannot tell me, teacher, can you please repeat the analysis of Micron? I will faint, all right? Please don't ask me to do that. Now it's time for you to ask me specific questions. So where to ask? In the same polling here, go to tweet your reply. Post your questions there, and I expect every one of you to ask at least one question. Take this as a chance to clarify your doubts, your dilemmas. Maybe there's some details that you don't understand. Take this chance. Go and ask your question, all right? You have 1 minute.
Now I haven't been sure with this. It's supposed to be a bliss, being alone, being free in every way. Didn't know what I like the feel of it, putting out what you had lit. But let me tell you, these things don't hurt a bit, 'cause you see, I was all wrapped up in everything, but now that I'm out, I got wind
got a first question coming in from Jay. How to know what is considered big news in the alerts? Now, typically when I think about big news, it will appear on CNBC. What I've gone through with you guys just now. Those are really the big news. So when you talk about the big news in the alerts, which is step 3 of our fiat methodology, typically there are many news out there. I will only read those news that help me understand the business. What can I read that will help me understand more about the business? So for example, I try my best to understand ABCM. I don't understand what they're trying to do. I know they're selling antibodies, but there's no clear advantage. I try to understand the cockroach company ran to kill. I don't see there's more cockroaches out there for them to kill. I don't understand, right? So the alerts is typically to help us connect the dots to understand the business. That's what I do on step 3. Because when we present in the vertical line, you see the transactional data combined with the news. So this news came out and somebody bought. This news came out, somebody sold. So you're able to see in a vertical timeline, oh, are these people buying because of this news or are they selling because of this news? We try to formulate that, all right? So I think what is most important for this question is that please go all out to understand the business. Next question. Kelvin, how do I know what is the date I need to set? For example, just now you set the date, what it means. Can you explain again? Okay, so Kelvin, you probably went to the toilet or you never keep your camera on. We started off here at the Daily Bread, which was here, right? And which was the current date, 16th of March. But we only given one company that's more than $1 billion net positive purchase. Please wave your hands if you guys understand this, yes? We say it's too limited choice. And then I enlarged the date until 5th of April because every 2 weeks I'll meet up with all our students in an event called Cozy Live Trading. So the next Cozy Live Trading is 23rd of March, which is next Thursday, but not enough time for us to look at more good companies. So I enlarged it to 5th of March, which is one day before our next Cozy Live Trading, which is on the, I enlarged it to 5th of April, which is the last day, of which the next day, 6th of April, is our Cozy Live Trading. So typically what we do in our community is every 2 weeks I meet up with all the students to trade together. So since I'm trading with you right now, I expanded the window to 5th of April so that you have sufficient window length to trade on great companies. Then on the 6th of April, we'll trade new stuff again. Every 2 weeks, we'll trade new stuff, all right? So that's the rationale for this question that you asked me. I hope that answers your question. Hong Yu, what is the amount of capital invested is considered small? It is not the dollar. Okay, so this one you're relating to step 2, right? Now step 2, how do we go about understanding step 2? You look from here. This is the page of the Daily Bread. In fact, this page is designed so clean, so efficient, that once you look across it without performing analysis, you will know which one to play already. You look over here. The only way you can understand big versus small is when you compare. Don't look at it alone. Now, if I look at this guy alone, how would I know 264 is big or small? I wouldn't know. I will begin to know when I compare with the guy below it. Hey, 489 is bigger than 264. So straight away, dang, I cancel this guy. Then between 489 and the next guy, 975, dang, I cancel 489. Between 975 versus 376, dang, I cancel this guy. And straight away, I'm left with this guy. Can you see how fast we can do this? You will only know big and small when you compare. In your basket of who? Your basket in this date range of 487 companies, you compare them, apple for apple, orange for orange. Then you know which one to eliminate. All right, so all thumbs up if you understand this part. Or am I talking too fast? Because when I get excited, I talk very fast on. Okay, so this one done. It's the tip to find out who invests more money. The tip is to compare. Always compare. Like we compare Micron with Corona beer. We compare Corona beer with the cockroach company compare the antibiotics company. And that's how we compare, right? So all of you got to ask me at least one question, right? John, I'd like to know in case of SVB Signature Bank collapse, if we traded in position, what will happen? So John, you are distracted. You are not asking questions in relation to these 4 companies. I cannot help you now. This is for tomorrow. Any other question for tomorrow, all right? So stay focused. There's a class running right now. So let's continue. Can you please explain again the relation between the universe net stock purchase and universe net call put? What does it mean if one is red? So we go back here. So take for example this case. If you want to have a perfect company, I show you. We look at Tesla. Tesla has gone crazy right now. The net stock purchase is 6.7 billion. The option is more than the stock, 9.7 billion. This is a great example. All right? And by the time I go to step 2, under top 100, $3 billion positive. This is what we call the stars are perfectly aligned, everything green. Now, if you want to play like perfect textbook style, everything green, go in for the show hand. All right. So it's not like every day you're going to get everything green, and you must wait for the timing to play it. Doesn't mean I show you Tesla right now, you straight away go and play. No. You wait for the time. What time? When they're going to announce earnings tomorrow. Are you with me? Wave your hands. Confirm you understand this? So we already positioned for you, because the first question is how to make 5 to 100% profit return in one day. Now if you enlarge the time, then you'll be like John Lim, going through up and down, fear and greed, and start asking me questions outside the topic. Because the fear and greed take over him already. He cannot focus already. He start asking the dark side question already. Right? Because he got a lot of fear and greed right now. Right? So that's the problem. Why we squeeze the time? So that you don't make silly mistakes. You try to confine your emotions to as limited space as possible. And then we go here. Okay, this one done. From Patrice. The numbers that we see when big investors buy, do they still hold true at the time we see 16 March, reported 23rd February? What if this has changed? Now, what you find out is this. Let me show you using the Tesla example. Okay? So, please watch. This is the Q4 where you saw the net positive purchase. All right? This is the Q4 where we kind of sum it up by showing you top 50 bought in Q4, all right? Then as I go up, more and more latest information will start to present, right? The next thing, Elon Musk came in to buy this amount of stocks. Now his one is because he got stock options, right? So don't think of this crazy number. Then you go on down. AXA went in to buy 76 million, 14 Feb. You scroll down some more. All right, 14 Feb, he bought 100 million, Elgen Financial. All the data will still coming in one. We are dynamic data, right? 28 of Feb, this guy bought 270 million, Voya. Go down. 3rd of March, this guy went and buy $10.4 billion worth of the stock. Go down. Whole bunch of insiders from Tesla, chief accounting officer, senior VP, chief financial officer went to buy. So you want dynamic data, go to step 3. All this is presented. Then Elon Musk, because he bought and sold because of his stock options, just ignore it. And that's it. All the latest data is already there. How much more you want to gather? So for me, if I look at Q4 it's enough to formulate my thinking, because Q4 represents entire 3 months, right? But I'm telling you, in Q1, even when they buy, do you think they'll tell you in the month of March or February or January? No. They wait for 45 days. The final real data, full data will come in on which day? 16th of May. 45 days after 31st of March. Please wave your hands if you understand. Yes? Right? So we can only make do with what information is given to us. You cannot try to front run the stocks. It's a very fair game one. And everybody will squeeze to the 45th day. So you can only make an informed decision on what you have. Okay? So that hopes answer your question. Micron, if we put in money now, their company announcement only on the 6th April, so it won't happen spike by coming days only on 6th April. Correct. You got it. So, Daniel, you have a choice right now. Between now to 6th of April, you can go in to bargain for the right price that you feel very peaceful about it. You can bargain for a good price because you know you should only go and buy the day before the earnings announcement, right? But I do not know all of you, what's your time commitment. I do not know how serious you are. Like, we got people who give up just because they cannot set up brokerage account. I say, wow, like that they give up on their path to become a millionaire already. Because all millionaires in the world own stocks. How can you give up just because your brokerage account is not open up? So I don't understand that kind of logic. So if you are committed, you can, between now until 6th of April, every day monitor the stock price. Or tonight you place the order together with me. Bargain for a low price. You never know, you drop, ding, you got a low price, you fulfill. Or you very religiously, one day before 6th of April, enter to play the daily bread. The choice is yours. Now I give you all the flexibility. You all understand so far? But typically we'll play the night before the earnings. That's the best way to play it because it reduces the window for you to be fearful and to be greedy. Okay? So that answers this question. Rashid, should we follow different strategy for daily bread, resurrection, for example? Okay, I don't understand what you mean by different strategy. For all of our approach, we use the same method. We are using the fiat method to analyze each stock. So this is our method, which is the step 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done it 16 times with you guys. Each company, 4 steps, 4 times 4, 16 times I repeated it. All right, so this is the method we need to minimally have to understand whether we want to play the company. That's the minimum. If you can commit more time, read out all the news about it, go and visit the company website, go and drink the beer that they manufacture, that's the best. In fact, my first 5 years when I'm doing full-time trading, as in I really log in from opening bell to closing bell, you know what I do? Any company I traded on, I'll buy their products or service. I go online, Amazon, go and order and do crazy things like that. Just to feel for the company, right? You can also do that. And I also go and make friends with the CEO, CFO, talk to the engineers over there. I'll do things like that, right? So you have really a lot of things that you can do just to get to know the company better. When do we take profit? I thought we settled that on our first question. Patrice, where are you? Our first question is how to make 5 to 100% profit return in one day. Means if I get in today and after the earnings is spike up, on the day spike up, we get out to sell. That's it. And I need to show you that, all right? So I haven't shown you that. Next one, how do we know? So that means we get out after they announce earnings. That's what I meant. And we believe the stock price will spike up. That's what I meant, right? So that's how we take profits. And what happens if the stock price goes down? Do we take a loss? Listen very carefully. If the stock price goes down, do we take a loss? That means we sell at a loss. Yes or no? Show me your thumbs up, thumbs right now. Do we take a loss? Take a loss means yes. No means point down. Yes or no? You see? Same question, different answers. We never take a loss because when you buy a stock, you can never lose one. Imagine the stock is well supported by all these net purchase. You just got to give it some time and the guy will go up again. We don't take a loss. What for we take a loss if we have all this net positive purchase supporting the stock price? Are you with me? Hello? These are very big money supporting the stock price, not small money. Right? So don't panic. Don't have to panic. Just relax. There are big money that will do a lot of crazy thing to the CEO. And let me tell you, you guys are not involved in boardroom. I mean, the larger shareholder will call the chairman and scold him upside down. And let me tell you, he's very gangster behind the scene. All right? They'll call the CEO, hey, what the hell you are doing? I'm going to kick you out of the board. They have this kind of crazy conversation. And it's very real, all right? And that's the reason why, you know, I advise right now 2 public companies. I always tell them, you have any nasty shareholder, just throw them out first. They will hamper your growth. What you need is very good shareholders on board with you. You know, go through the pain. You know, I was the independent director of one of the Singapore main board company. When the pandemic came, we lost 95% of our revenue. Can you imagine? 95% drop. Because we are into the luggage bag business. Nobody can travel. Everybody locked down, right? Can you imagine? We sold 0 luggage bag. We are the largest luggage bag distributor in the whole of Asia. Our revenue dropped 95%. We have to answer to SGX. We have to answer to the shareholders. We have to answer all kind of monkey questions coming in, right? And we just tell them one thing. You look at Singapore Airlines. If they drop, you think we can go up? Right? Can't you see what's happening around you? The whole world is dropping together. Why you direct the question at us? Everyone is dropping at the same time. Are you with me? Wave your hands. Yeah? You understand the logic right now? But if the moment Singapore Airlines go up and if our stock price didn't go up, then we are in trouble. So you know, when the government opened up the door for traveling, our stock price went 45 degrees up. Our revenue went back to the pre-pandemic drop. We recovered very fast. So that's the reason why, you know, when you have nasty shareholders, kick them out first. Don't waste time. Tell them, hey, quickly go and sell. We cannot handle your impatience. We need good shareholders. That's what you're seeing today. All these guys put in big money. They are very, very big shareholders, all right? So next question, Ashley, how do I know which news is relevant? The news that is relevant is the one that help you understand the business. I say again, you are reading news to understand the business. That's all. Your intent is to understand the business really well. And can you imagine you do this every day? You're going to understand about all the great businesses out there because they're public listed. It's going to help you in your career. It's going to help you in the business that you run because you have competitive edge right now. Please confirm with your hands, understand this. Yep. So it is very natural when you go through the class with us, within 1 year, if you're working for employer, I guarantee you should promoted one. As long as every day you religiously study the market, I guarantee you, you'll be promoted within 1 year. You will know so much more things than your colleagues, where every night they're watching Netflix, watching TikTok that doesn't grow their brain. You are studying the real market, looking at real money, real billionaires, millionaires out there. Right? I don't see how you cannot be promoted. And this is the kind of testimonies we get from our students. Thank you, teacher. You know, I got promoted. I got hunted down by the MNC. I'm the only Asian got hired while all my colleagues are expatriate. You're going to hear common stories like that. Okay? From Chong. What if the first choice stock is beyond our budget? Do we choose other choice from a list that meet our budget? Now, you are definitely within budget. Because if you are using IB, we have this thing called fractional trading. Fractional trading. All right? So take in the case of Micron. Micron, the share price is, right now is $58, right? Now you can also buy 0.1 share of Micron, which will cost you $5. That's it. That's called fractional trading. You just buy 0.1 share or 0.2 share or 0.3 shares. And you know, Usmart allows that, and Interactive Brokers allows that. Right now, it's very common among the brokers to offer fractional trading, all right? So I have no doubt you can definitely afford it, all right? For Boone, I don't know how to read CNBC News. Now, you do not know because you are not reading enough yet. This is your first time looking at the stock market, right? So don't get anxious over this, right? If I come back to here, over time, you start reading up, right? So, of course, this is your first time looking at all this information. You find like very overwhelming. But I can tell you over time, it's like second nature to you because you just started only, right? So don't worry about it. Laney is Daily Bread page. Quite a number of new investors. Now, when you have many new investors, means it's a new IPO company, initial public offering company, all right? That's why you have many new. Typically, is people just existing shareholders just add on. Is that something we need no more aside from it's good stock to consider and evaluate? No, the new is not an indicator to me. It's just telling me that they are probably a newly listed company. You still have to compare the percentage change per quarter and the dollar value invested, like what I've gone through with you guys 4 rounds, all right? Joanna, if we invest in Micron, it means that we only enter trade on 27 March, right? How about investment for the rest of the day? So, in fact, Micron, we're going to enter tonight. I'm going to show you all how to enter for Micron. Some of you may want to enter just before the earnings announcement. It's also okay. But I'm showing you, you know, the reason why we are doing it because right now we are at the tail end of the earnings announcement. We are in the 3rd month called March of Q1. Lesser and lesser number of companies for us to play. When we enter April next month, let me tell you, you are damn busy one. One day you got like 5, 6, 7, 10 great companies per day basis. That's called a peak earnings month, right? So typically in the off-peak earnings month, we enlarge the date range to get more quality companies to enter our basket. Please understand this, confirm, wave your hands, yep. Right, but actually a lot of things to play on once we start April, all right? Among fiat, which one element is carrying the most weight? Let me tell you, all four elements are equally important. FIAT is designed so that we have a complete view of the stock. That's how I design it. In fact, I wanted to simplify it to 3 steps. I say not possible. We have got to have 4 steps. So you think about it this way. Today, what I taught you, I can tell you is very advanced knowledge. How many of you realize this is very advanced knowledge? You won't learn this from any analyst or any broker out there because they are looking at nonsense data, all right? I'm teaching you the most advanced knowledge, the simplicity of it. Behind it, there's very strong substance. Fundamental alone, in fact, we just look at net purchase. We beat all other metrics out there. It's called the mother of all metrics. I don't care whether, if you want to do a pure fundamental analysis, there are about 300 financial metrics: price sales ratio, price book ratio, debt equity ratio, price earnings ratio, 3 years, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 3 years, 4 years, and so on. There are many to look at. Technical analysis, about 200 indicators. William McD, exponential moving average, so many, red line, blue line, green line, cross here, cross there, 200 indicators. End of the day, what will convince us is who put the most money on the table. I put all the metrics aside. I say all nonsense because everyone will have their own strategy. But end of the day, if the guy put the money down on the table, that is the best guarantee. All right? So you have to complete the 4 steps. Does the date of daily bread mean the dates that coming earnings will be reported? No. The dates of the daily bread means you should play on that day because the companies will announce earnings after the bell or tomorrow before the opening bell. So we already designed nicely for you. It means if you click on daily bread, means you got to play today. And the earnings will come out after the bell. Okay, so that one is very, very clear. Good that you clarify again. Why do we see Tesla on daily bread? Oh, no, because you deleted this one, right? Okay, next. Brian, RTO. RTO, is it our cockroach company? Let me double check. Yeah, RTO, our cockroach company. Micron is 28, 12 days. Is that, will spike up 500 earlier than Micron? No, what we are saying over here, Brian, is this. Let me go back to the fundamentals first. Okay? Look at it here. Every day, there are companies spiking up 5 to 100% per day in the US. And let me rephrase the question back to you. If such an opportunity exists in the marketplace, what is the best way to find such companies? What's the best way? Now, what we have found out, this approach that I designed, FIAT, based on universe net purchase, is the best approach to find companies that will spike up tomorrow. Are you all with me right now? Yes? Now, if you have a better way, let me know. I'll build for you. I got the best engineers on earth. Leverage off spiking. Tell me if you have a better way. Show it to me. I'll build for you. Because this is a question I've been asking for the last 23 years. This is my life mission, to find the Holy Grail. And what we have developed until today, the demonstration I've given you, is the best approach. But of course, over time, there will be new data coming in. We will keep improving. Like right now, we are working on our Trade GPT, which is very, very powerful. I hope to demonstrate that to you guys tomorrow. All right, so that's what it means. Does it mean every one of them that we analyze will spike up? No. Some will spike down, some will go sideways. But I think this is the best approach for us to get it right when we chase after hot money, right? We've seen all our past data before. Frank, how many stocks do you choose to compare? Frank, you came in late, is it? We only choose to compare those above 1 billion, all right? Right, step one, we look at anything above 1 billion, and then we started comparing the rent to kill with, we started comparing Constellation brand with Micron. Then from Micron, compare rent to kill. Then from Micron against ABCM, right? So this is the part I hope you guys are not walking in and out of the class, you know. You all must stay focused, right? Or not, you all sure lose track on. How to read the chart and what to look for in the timing and candle. I thought I demonstrated that just now on the drawing of the square box. We always draw the square box to know the insiders are buying at what range. And are we buying below them, above them, or in the middle of them? Then we know our price is really, really protected, right? So please watch the recording on that part. Edmund, Micron seem a better choice. Do we need to look into growth potential, hold longer term? Now, if you want to hold for longer term, now that's your choice. Because what I'm teaching you guys is to make money in one day. You may say after the guys spike up, I want to hold. Carry on. But the longer you hold, the more fear and greed will creep in. You will make mistakes. Right? Just remember that. And in the Cozy Live Trading, I'll teach you all very sophisticated tools like trail limit. So you don't have to watch it every night. The guy will just trail the highest profit. Now, longer term, it also means that you might as well play good. We already have the products designed for you. You want longer term? You should look at good, not daily bread. All these time frames up there is designed to fit your time commitment. Right? So I'm just demonstrating to you daily bread because if you understand daily bread, the rest is easy. So if you want to play longer term, start off with good. Longer term, start off with triangulation. Okay? Can we trade when there's no earnings incoming, or we wait when the end of the quarter is coming? Now, every day there are companies announcing earnings on. Every day. Every day. It's very busy one. It's just that I want to demonstrate to you all, I want to look for great companies above 1 billion net purchase, all right? Joanne, does the analysis apply to the buy strategy only? Does it work for selling a stock? No, we don't teach you how to sell naked because that will incur unlimited risk. It's very dangerous to sell naked. So don't do that, all right? So we only want to teach you how to buy a great company, and some of you may want to hold it over longer term. Some of you may want to get out in one day. What does the spiking ratio? So the spiking ratio, we have the self-explainer on the website. We tested it back then. This is not the key indicator I want to teach you, but we already built it up. We just show you over there. You can read the explainer on the website. May I know what the 9.8 refer to? What does 19% refer? What does the colorful rocket, black rocket mean? So over here, so we use our robot to calculate our perfect score of 10. Each stock will reach what score? So this stock reached 9.8. And what's the chances of it spiking 19%? And over here, over the past 4 events, how many times it spiked up? It spiked up 4 consecutive times. That's what it meant, right? So every page out here, there's a video to explain to you guys. Can you all please go? Can you all click on this guy here called this video here? Oops, does it open up? Oh, it's not opening up. Hang on a minute. Let me just refresh. Okay, take for example. Okay, I use Tesla easier. I think Tesla, I got a few videos out there. Okay. So y'all can see this YouTube button there. All right. You click on it, open up this video. We're going to look at what is a fiat method, right? There are also additional videos here you all can watch. There are resources. In fact, what you all should do is go to this place, go to the hamburger menu, and then click on dashboard, and then go to video library. There are many videos that explain different things. Go and click on video library. So all these are the video libraries inside our platform. You can also go to this place called book courses. So book courses, you can book upcoming courses. All the classes are here. And then all the different videos in the past are all here. We got many, many resources here to help you guys, all right? So I want to spend the 2 days teaching you all the most important stuff first. Are you okay with that first? All right? Or no, it's going to be very overwhelming for all of you. All right? What is necessary for you to get started? Now, when you start becoming more and more interested, you can watch all these past videos that we've done. So many. But what is the real teaching? Because the market is evolving, is actually the cozy live trading that I teach every 2 weeks. That one is very important. Because I'll tell you what happened in the past 2 weeks and what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. Right? That is dynamic. But if you want a resource, those are the resources I've shown you already, all right, how to get it. Okay, one last refresh. We're going to fire off the trade. We've got 8 minutes more to the end of the class. One last check. This one I already explained already. Okay, this is a comment. I'm not too sure what's the question. And I don't understand this question. What is this? You have to rephrase your question. I don't understand the question. Next one. What is this? If I have capital of 100,000, how much should I invest in the first choice in Micron? So we have a golden rule. So make sure all of you write this down. This is a very, very important golden rule. Alright, I call it the golden commandment. And the golden commandment says that thou shalt not invest more than 5%. 5% of your capital per trade. Right? Now what does that mean? If you have $100,000, for example, all right, so mathematically it means like this: 100,000 multiplied by 5% equals each time you can go in maximum $5,000. That's what it means. So all of you go and think about your capital. If it's $10,000, it's $500. It's $1,000. If your capital is $1,000, means $50 each time you enter. Now why 5%? Because this 5%, if you divide it by 100%, means you can play maximum 20 different stocks. That's what it means. Right? So this is the golden rule. Do not break this rule, change this rule, modify the rule. Stick to this rule, you'll be fine, all right? That's the way to grow your portfolio. Now, if you attempt to change the rule, then I can't help you already, right? Some of you like 100% all show hand, buy one stock. Don't do that. Please make sure you stick to this rule. This rule is to build your foundation. Now, what I found over time is this. Once you get very comfortable in investing this way, over time, you're going to put more and more money into your brokerage account because you've seen it work already. And you want to grow your money faster. So my first 5 years, you know, how I grew very fast is like, whatever money I make from my business, I put into my trading account. I double up, double up, double up. I double up very fast. And my first 5 years, I do nothing but just pure options trading. I was trained as an options trader first. Then I moved into stocks investing. So my experience is kind of reverse. Most people start at stocks, then go to options. I start at options first, then I go into stocks. Right? So I'm very well-rounded right now. Right? So don't rush that journey. In fact, I always want all of you to start off with stocks first, because stocks, you cannot lose money unless you sell at a loss. And we don't teach you to sell at a loss. If the price goes down, just hold on to it, because stocks, you cannot lose one. All right? So that I hope answered your question. Thanks. Make sure you guys ask all the questions. Can show again how to box the quarter in the chart. I can't rewind playback. I will have to ask you go and watch the recorded video, because I demonstrated this 4 times already for the 4 companies we did just now, right? Okay, we are done. Very good. Now we come to the final part, how to fire off the trade. So everybody please stand by. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. We're going to do that right now, and in order for me to do that right now, I'm going to show you this very important, let me just organize it first. Hold on a minute. Okay, so those of you who are using Interactive Brokers, this is what you need to do. Very, very simple. Step 1, go and click on trade first. Always start from the bottom. All right, start on the bottom. Tap on trade. So we're going to do it together right now. I'm going to buy Micron tonight. I think it's a great stock. And something happened here. What happened here? Let me see. Okay, I think I can get out of this. Hold on a minute. Maybe too early. Let me just protect one of my profit position first. $6. All of you go open up your. Hold on, let me just put on the trail limit first. Come Jong. 6.05. 20 cents. 0.2. 0.2. 0.2. 5. 0.1. Good until cancelled. Or maybe I don't have to place this one yet first. Okay, good. So step 1, go and tap on trade. After you tap on trade, you arrive in a screen that looks like this. Then you go and tap on code. Right? Tap on code. So once you tap on code, at the search box at the top, type in MU. MU is the ticker symbol for Micron. And then MU will show up. And once MU show up, please select stock. Below MU, you'll see MU, NASDAQ, and on top, Micron Technology. And below that, you have stock options, CFD, and all that. Select on stocks. Once you selected on stocks, go to the bottom, you'll see a blue button called buy. You see a button called buy. Please do that right now so that we are all on pace. All right, I got another sample right here. So the buy I'm talking about is something like this, a buy button, all right? It looks like this. Click on buy. And because we have sufficient time until the earnings of Micron, right? So let me just check back when's the earnings of Micron, and I go back to here. Micron will be announcing earnings 28th of March, right? So we have enough time to bargain for a really good price to buy the stock, right? So what I'll do is I go go back to the stock chart, and I will bargain for a good price. Now, how do I bargain for a good price? I'm demonstrating to you right now, right? So I open up the 1-year chart, and then you see what I'm doing here? I start off from here. Nice round number 65, right? Because this 65 will capture all the candles below here. Can you see so beautifully, right? And then I'll drop the box until the bottom here, which is again a nice round number 50. You always draw the box against nice round number. And obviously today is trading at 55.5, which is around here. But I have enough time to wait until the earnings, which is about 12 days later. So I expect, the guy will go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. And then, tong, I get filled. So I'm going to position it below 55 because why? You can see over the past few days, it's been trading below 55, right? Over here. Could be 54, could be 53.8. So this is where you bargain, all right? Now I'll bargain, I think I'll bargain at 54.5, for example. Right, so I'm going to go and bargain hard right now. I go and put at maybe 54.5. I bargain. And then the time in force, make sure the time in force you always select good until cancel, right? Because you have enough time to wait until the earnings. So I'll select good until cancel, which is good till cancel. And the order type, please make sure you select limit. And I like this trade very much. I double check 54.5. Maybe I do 54.54. 5454. I like 5454. 54.54. So it's easy to remember. 5454. Okay. Good until cancel. Select the number of shares. They will tell you how much you involve. That number of shares, you should not put in more than 5% of your capital. Please remember that. All right. And once you're happy, go to the bottom, slide to submit to buy. Slide to submit to buy. And that's it. I placed my order already. So once you place your order, where to go and see your order? Your order is found here. Go to trade at the bottom here. Then go and tap on orders here. After you tap on orders, you see your micron appearing right there. All right. So this is the whole process to how to go about placing the trade. Now, all our past videos, we got many examples of that. So don't worry about it. You just have to make sure you play enough of it. Now, some of you not comfortable trade with real money, it's also okay. You can also set up a paper trading account with Interactive Broker, which gives you about $1 million to play, paper money. Now, the pressing of all these buttons, all this, doesn't use brain one. You just have to be very familiar with it. Wave your hands if you understand what I'm talking about. Yes? This is like very standard one, all right? So you just follow the steps I shared with you just now. It is more than good enough for you to get started to buy a great stock, all right? So I'm done all this. I need to summarize for day one itself. Time check. I'm overrun by 5 minutes. My apologies. So let me go and summarize right now, right? Hold on a minute. And here we go. Okay, let me summarize what we've gone through. Okay, we started off today's class by asking 6 very important questions. 6 questions that every trader must ask is the foundational block. And I want to keep the class really easy for you all to understand, to pick up, so that you're not overwhelmed by jargons and all that, all right? So, what we done on day one is start off with the first question, how to make 5 to 100% profit return in one day. We started with the question of how. That means we set the standard first. If you don't set the standard, you cannot define your method. You cannot define your strategy. That's why you must have the big standard first. And in fact, the bigger standard is, how many of you want to become a millionaire? Wave your hands. Yes? That is the overarching goal that you're pursuing, to become a millionaire. And I'm showing you the path of investing to become a millionaire. Now, you don't have to think like 5, 10 years out in the future. You start off with the simple task on a per day basis first. We start with how. Let me show you the second question. Who are making profits consistently? The best money managers out there. They are the one who consistently put in big money into the stocks. That's the one that we want to follow. And you click on top 100, you've seen all the data. We even show how to reverse engineer how Warren Buffett bought first time into Apple, and over time he built up his stakes. All right? And the third question is, what caused the stock price to spike? There are 88 different reasons, from earnings, FDA announcement, drug approvals, merger and acquisition, many reasons. But the reasons that we must satisfy is, number one, it must be a cozy instrument. Cryptos, options, or stocks. Number two, it must satisfy the war requirement. A wow event with an announcement date that is recurring on a regular basis, so that it's repeatable, our strategy. And number three, you must complete the fiat method to study the stock that you're going to play. The fiat method will give you sufficient knowledge, know-how to reverse engineer. All right? Thereby, we go to question number 4, where to find the spikes. Where is where we've broken down into 8 time frames. 1 day daily bread, 1 month resurrection, 1 quarter triangulation, 1 year GOAT, greatest of all time. You have to decide how much time you're willing to commit to the marketplace. That means how much time you're willing to study the market. Not how much time you're willing to wait. It's about how much time you're willing to study the stock and the market. That is the definition of time. The when is what we're going to continue tomorrow. When to get in, when to get out, and to realize the profit, all right? So I'll demonstrate that tomorrow, hopefully. And then you're going to see the full power of it. Tomorrow, we also cover why we trade on the art of the time squeeze. Once we understand the why, the rest is really easy to emulate, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, I completed day 1 of the class, Spiking Wisdom Greatest Stock Investors Program. And what is your homework for tonight? Very important. I want you all to do this together with me right now. I'm going to give you a homework assignment. And we're going to straight off go to this company, which is the hottest company at this moment, NVDA. All right? We should answer a very important question. And the question is this. Okay, watch very carefully right now. We caught the spike here. All right? That means you want to go and study what is the date of this candle. So the date is 22nd of February. So what you do for your homework tonight is you go to Daily Bread, come to here and select 22nd of February. Apply. And you see the robots will tell you, back then if you're on the 22nd of February, they'll tell you look at NVIDIA. All right? You study the fiat method of NVIDIA, you go through the whole process, and then the next day it spikes up. And this will answer some of your questions like, teacher, the next day spike up, should I get out or not? Now, typically we get out the next day to realize the profit. But some of you say, I want to stay longer. But if you want to stay longer means emotionally you can handle the guy going down, going up, going down. You're going through a period of constipation, diarrhea, vomiting, everything happened at the same time. If you can handle that, congratulations. Today the stock price went up to $250 per share. Easy said than done. This process of up and down is a real test of your fear and greed. Okay? So that's day one of your homework. Use NVDA as the example to reverse engineer and see how the robots can guide you. And that is classic. You can also reverse engineer on Tesla. That is another classic. We like to play good companies. Good companies will give you all these classic examples. And once we come back tomorrow, I believe after one night of rest, you have more questions to ask me. Don't worry. I got many, many platforms for you to ask me questions, but stay focused, all right? Day one, you have completed. Please give yourself a big round of applause. Yay! Woohoo! So remember, your homework is mandatory. You must complete the homework, study NVIDIA, and then when we come back tomorrow, I'll take you to the next level of learning. Very, very important. And make sure you enjoy the process throughout the way. I'll see you on time tomorrow. Please turn up on time, 7 o'clock p.m. sharp. And please do not be late for the class. Thank you very much. I shall see you tomorrow. God bless you. Good night. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good night.